Greetings, welcome to another Deckard Games YouTube thing. Just a month back, more or less, in my Born Punk video review, someone left a comment about Blackwell Epiphany, and I must say that I was a complete stranger to the Blackwell series. But being a point-and-click adventurer gamer, I just had to check it out, and I guess this is one of the perks of being a YouTuber, I don't know, people leaving comments suggesting some games to play. From my knowledge, that means some research that I've done. The Blackwell series started back in 2006 with the Blackwell Legacy, and after two more games, Blackwell Epiphany, developed and published by Wadget, something like that. Wadget I Games was released in April of 2014 for Windows PCs. Although any adventure game series is best played in order, I'm yet to play the first games, but still, I've done it anyway. Blackwell Epiphany is the long-awaited fifth and final entry in the series. As before, you play as both Rosa Blackwell, the coffee-addicted psychic investigator, and her partner, Joey Malone. During Epiphany's opener, it seems like business as usual, the pair tracking down ghosts in order to help them find peace and cross over to the other side. Soon, though, they witness something new, a soul being painfully torn apart before disappearing entirely.
You don't understand. They will find me.
I hate to break it to you, but I think they already did.
No. No.
In solving this spectral destruction, the duo must navigate unhelpful suspects, a suspicious police department, and a growing list of restraining orders. The story, as far as I know, picks up as each Blackwell game does. Rosa Blackwell and her spiritual partner Joey are tasked with looking into yet another case. They explore an abandoned apartment to find the ghost of a young woman who needs closure. Since Rosa and Joey specialize in help spirits, they help her on her way. This segment isn't tremendously long and works to both ease existing fans back into the world and introduce brand new players, like me, to the gameplay.
She's too far away. We need to get you inside to bring her within range.
Fine, let's hurry then. It's freezing out here.
However, things don't stay typical for long. Rosa and Joey, pleased with saving the ghost, find themselves in dangerously close proximity to a murder. Terrified, the dead man's ghost tries to tell them something of tremendous importance, but before he can, his spiritual form is pulled in half and his screams echo through the duo's ears. For all the game's spiritual elements, its success is how grounded its puzzles feel. When faced with one of the many locked doors Rosa will encounter, the solution is not in some convoluted leap of logic involving a rubber chicken or a cat hair mustache, but instead you have to find a key to open the door. There is a inventory, but it remains simple throughout. If you can pick up an item, it's almost always apparent why and where it will be useful. The other way past the locked door is to send in your ghost pal. Joey has a limited intervention in the world, able only to blow, yes blow, on small items, but can easily enter otherwise unreachable places.
Dozens of homeless people were living here not too long ago. If it was safe for them, it should be safe for us. And by us, I obviously mean me.
It's a consistent interaction, and the clearly flagged rules and limitation of the pair's partnership keep you from chasing fruitless solutions. If an object is too large for Joey to manipulate, then his role is to observe, gathering clues that will later help Rosa gain entry into the room. As the physical half of the team, Rosa's role isn't just heavy lifting. She is also required to question characters based on information previously gathered. Moving a puzzle forward usually requires searching an area, gathering up any clues, talking to a character, and then following any leads the interrogation shakes loose. Puzzle-wise, as an old point-and-click adventurer, the experience is great. This means that most puzzles are on the easier side of the point-and-click adventure spectrum. Usually it's not too hard to grasp what you're intended to do next. When it is, players can always ask Joey for a hint. The hardest part can be figuring out how to do what it is expected you to do. Thanks to an inventory which is usually kept low and only a few locations to visit, you can even employ random guessing to plow through any tough spots. As a suggestion, make sure to use Rose's cell phone from time to time, as well as some information can only be discovered via her notes and her web browser.
Hey, you find something?
I think so. Take a look at this photo. Is this her? The ghost, I mean.
Yeah, sorta. She looks a lot better in that photo, I'll tell you that much.
In fact, a primary part of this process is Rose's phone indeed. It collects up the clues that the pair finds into a list and can be directly used to question suspects. In addition, a search feature lets you search the game's internet for news articles and information. If a name comes up over the course of the investigation, searching for it can reveal a place of business, which can lead to a new clue that, when combined with the previous one, gives Rosa a new point of inquiry. On the production side, Epiphany does itself proud. It's still a low-resolution game like the others, but an absolutely gorgeous one. New series artist Ben Chandler knocks it out of the park, not just in terms of raw detail and making good use of not many pixels, but with an exquisite eye for lighting. New York is a place of glowing street lamps, emerald green cityscapes, crunchy snow, and warm interiors, all backed up by top quality effects like the blowing snow and Rose's footsteps and solid character portraits. Voice work is just great. Straight out of a film noir, all the main actors repeat their roles, leading to a feeling of comfortable familiarity. Rosa and Joey, in particular, chat like an old married couple.
Sorry. Mary?
I thought I could get away from it, become just another face in the crowd.
Is that something you really want?
No, just needed to get away. It shouldn't have followed me here. Nobody should know me here.
The cloudy, sorrowful saxophone themes are similarly well done. Elements of the score will feel familiar to series regulars, but this only helps to bring a feeling of cohesiveness and continuity. As solid as the gameplay is, the story is clearly the main draw here. If you really want to play Epiphany as a standalone game, you just about can, very much like I did. The game drops enough hints about what happened before, so you can follow along. Epiphany doesn't feel like a collection of puzzles. Instead, it's a series of wires that you pick and pull at. It rarely requires you to work backwards to fill out the steps between you and the solution you've already worked out. You're constantly asked to analyze new information, and the enjoyment comes from making the right connections and having your hunches confirmed. At its best, it's as close as a non-systemic game has come to making me feel like I'm doing detective work indeed. The Blackwell series has spanned 8 years and, from my understanding, has developed a devoted following. Blackwell Epiphany had a lot to live up to and could have easily faded. Thankfully, the game stands strong as one of the best of the series. Rosa and Joey's tangle with new mysteries and dangers are enormously exciting. It's sad to see the series go, but the satisfying revelations and conclusion makes Blackwell Epiphany a must-play.
Now it's just nothing. To die over nothing.
Mary, I'm gonna have to ask you to take this.
What is it?
Just trust us, Mary. We're here to help.
Okay.
And you know what else is a must? The other videos I have in this channel which you are watching at this very moment. I have a feeling you've enjoyed this one, so leave it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel because your support is always very much appreciated. So click that like button, subscribe button and all the other buttons of that nature. As always, thank you very much for watching this, and until my next video, take care.
It's time to go, Mary.
Yeah.